Psychology shows exactly why smart people stay single, even when they are desperate for love. If you have a high IQ, you probably watch your friends settle down while you feel stuck. You go on dates, you try, but after a few weeks, something in your brain just clicks off, and absolutely no one tells you the real reason why. People tell you that you are too picky. They say your standards are unrealistic, but it's not about standards. It is about biology. By the end of this video, you will stop feeling broken. You will finally understand how your brain is actually wired for love and why that makes it so hard to find. Society thinks highly intelligent people are just socially awkward. That is a lie. The truth? Your brain simply has a fundamentally different threshold for boredom. Think about your last few dates. The small talk, the predictable texts, the same weekend routines. For an average mind, routine is comforting. It feels safe. But for you, routine feels like a cage. Psychology calls this cognitive under-stimulation. Your brain requires complex problems to solve. When a relationship becomes too predictable, your nervous system actually reads it as a threat. You don't lose feelings. You just lose stimulation. Here's what people get completely wrong about you. They think you are afraid of commitment. You aren't. You are terrified of stagnation. You don't want someone to just share a sofa with. You want a mental sparring partner, someone who challenges your ideas. When you meet someone who just wants a simple, quiet life, your brain panics. You pull away, not because they are a bad person, but because your mind is literally starving. Then there is the overthinking trap. Smart people see the end of a relationship before it even begins. You meet someone nice, but by date 3, you've analyzed their habits. You've mapped out their communication flaws. You successfully predict exactly how you will argue in 5 years. You mentally break up with them before the main course even arrives. You save time, yes, but you also kill the mystery that makes love work. So how do you fix this? You use the growth friction model. Stop looking for perfect compatibility. Start looking for deep curiosity. Look for these 3 things. 1. Do they teach you something new? 2. Can they comfortably disagree with you? 3. Do they have their own intense obsessions? If they just agree with everything you say, you will leave them. You need intellectual friction to stay interested. There is a concept called the Savanna Theory of Happiness. Research shows that for most people, more social interaction equals more happiness. But for highly intelligent people, more socializing actually lowers life satisfaction. Your brain is built to focus on long-term goals, meaning you don't need a partner just to avoid being lonely. You would rather be entirely alone than be with someone who slows down your thinking. You are not broken. You are not destined to die alone just because you can't tolerate a boring Tuesday night. Your standards aren't too high. Your environment is just too small. Being single isn't a failure for you. It is a protective measure. You aren't avoiding love. You are fiercely guarding your intellectual freedom. A high IQ mind thrives on discovery. To trap it in a mundane, repetitive relationship is to slowly kill it. You are waiting for someone who feels like an endless library, not a comfortable waiting room. But this raises a dangerous question. If your brain rejects normal relationships, what happens when 2 high IQ minds finally collide? Does it create a perfect match? Or absolute chaos? Tell me below. Do you struggle to find someone who keeps you interested? Or do you prefer the peace of being alone? Comment peace or chaos. And if this video helped you understand yourself, hit subscribe. We decode your mind every single week.